The legendary Sir John Templeton once said, "The four most dangerous words in investing are, 'This time it's different.'" But let's be honest, right now the market is acting like a guy who just chugged 3-4 locos at 3 a.m. and is convinced he can parkour off a skyscraper. Everyone is cheering because the S&P 500 is hitting record highs, but if you look closely, the vibes don't match the bank accounts. We're being told we've landed the plane safely, but the engines are on fire and the pilot just jumped out with the only parachute. Welcome to 2026, the year the math finally catches up to the mythology. History doesn't repeat, but it sure does love to remix its greatest hits. Think back to the dot-com bubble of 1999. Back then, if you added .com to your company name, your stock went up 400% overnight. Even if you sold pet food or literally nothing. Today, replace .com with AI. We've seen this movie before. It's a sequel to the Nifty 50 era of the 70s, where investors paid any price for growth. They thought those companies were invincible until the oil crisis hit, and PE ratios collapsed from 42x down to single digits. We've spent the last few years printing money like we're playing a high-stakes game of Monopoly where the bank has infinite bills. But eventually, the hotel rent comes due. Let's look at the villain of 2026, the interest rate trap. For a decade, money was basically free. It was like an open bar at a wedding. But the bartender, the Fed, just switched to premium prices, and the bill is terrifying. The U.S. national debt is now over $35 trillion. We are currently spending over $1 trillion a year just on interest payments. That is more than we spend on our entire defense budget. Meanwhile, credit card delinquency rates have hit their highest level since 2011. The average interest rate on a credit card is now 21%. You can't outrun 21% interest with a 3% salary raise. The math is simply broken. This brings us to the Magnificent Seven moment. Right now, just 10% of stocks are driving 90% of the market's gains. It's a top-heavy skyscraper built on a swamp. If Nvidia's earnings miss by any fraction, or if the AI hype realizes that chatbots can't actually pay off national debts, the floor falls out. The great correction of 2026 isn't necessarily a crash into zero, it's a return to reality. It's the moment where money printer go brr stops working because inflation is waiting at the door with a baseball bat. We are entering a period where liquidity is drying up, and as Warren Buffett says, you only find out who's swimming naked when the tide goes out. So, is it time to panic? No. Panicking is just as expensive as being overexcited. 2026 will be the year where the easy money disappears and the smart money takes over. The great correction is simply a repricing of risk. It means you can no longer close your eyes, throw a dart at a tech ticker and expect to double your money. The best move right now isn't to find the next moonshot, it's to clean up your balance sheet, hold assets that actually produce cash, and keep your head while everyone else is losing theirs. The future isn't a straight line up, and it's not a straight line down. It's a zigzag, and 2026 is just the world's most aggressive zig. Stay independent, stay skeptical, and for heaven's sake, stay casual. Subscribe for the next chapter.